it's Emily. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or thank you for stopping by if you happen to be here for the first time. Today's video, I am doing a toddler gift guide for Christmas 2019. This video was actually requested by one of my friends. She knew I was doing the 12 days of Christmas and she suggested it, and I thought it was a really good idea. So thank you, Claire, for the idea. This toddler gift guide is for children who I would say are from 18 months old all the way up into 2 or 3. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. I have my iPad on this side here because I put everything that I'm going to be talking about in an Amazon wish list just so I remembered everything. So I'm just going to go item by item as it's showing in the Amazon list, talking about them. Some of these things I have the physical item with me, and some of these things I'll just kind of pop up on the screen, the description, picture of them, whatnot. So let's get started. The first thing is by Fat Brain Toys. They're called Squigs, and they're little suction cups, but they're in weird shapes. And what's great about them is that you can suction cup them to a wall, the floor, glass. It's really mirrors. We've used them in therapy for my son before, and they're really, really fun. Next up is another Fat Brain toy activity, and it is a Noah's Ark. I had something very similar to this when I was growing up, and not only did it help with my development, obviously I can't remember this part of it, but pushing the animal through the appropriate shape. Me and my sister also played with this, gosh, up until who knows how old we were, but I remember probably I was 6 or so. So this toy can grow with your child. Next up is yet another Fat Brain toy. This, they're called suction cups, K-U-P-Z, I think. And they're little tiny cups that can stack, and then they also suction cup, obviously. So they can suction to a wall, so a piece of furniture like a desk or a side table, something like that, the floor, glass, mirror, anything like that. I read the reviews, and this is actually something that I haven't purchased yet, but I think I'm going to be buying for Landon for Christmas this year. The next 3 gift ideas I have are some really high quality animal figurines. Animals can be multifunctional. Not only can they play with the animals now, they can also play with the animals in the years to come. As age, having like an animal figure instead of just pointing to an animal in the book is amazing for their learning. So I think those are great ideas if you're wanting to help your child learn animals more easily. Next up is a toddler step stool. I guess it's called more so like a learning tower. I've heard it's great for their development. It's great to help them start to help out in the kitchen if you're wanting them to be more involved in washing dishes or washing their hands or cooking, baking, or just be able to see what you're doing. A learning tower I highly suggest. Next up is a Melissa and Doug toy. It's a little magnetic dress-up toy. I think that it's important for boys to be exposed to different kinds of toys, so I don't want to just expose him to like all the boy toy type stuff. So even though this is for boys, it is kind of like a doll, like a dress-up doll. So it comes with several different outfits and you can interchange. Next up is something that I actually have. This was a gift for Landon for his first birthday, and he is obsessed with these books. It's a pack of 4 books, and they're like lift-a-flap books. It says 6 months plus. Obviously, you can read this to a baby, but now what I love about these books is they're really short. So he's super, super good about reading books, but when he is feeling more active, he'll still sit down to read this whole book because not only does it involve him, but it also is short and sweet and to the point. So each page has like a little flap, and now that he's getting a little bit older and he's working on like his fine motor skills, he's loving to pull the flaps down. So each page has a flap and different direction flap. Some are down. These ones look like they're all down. Okay, these ones are all down, but there's this one's little yellow bee. See, this flap is to the side, so it practices the fine motor skills from the top, from the bottom, from the side. So there's little yellow bee, little blue boat, little red barn. He's tried to chew the page, and little green frog. This is a 2-pack, Peek-a-Hoo and Peek-a-Moo. So these are, it does say, I think 2+, yeah, 2 years plus, but he's obsessed with these. He loves these. And there's a ton of words in these books. This is a great way to learn words with your little one. Next up is another toy from Fat Brain Toys, and this is called the Dimple, D-I-M-P-L. Landon's had this since he was 6 months old. He got this for Christmas last year from my mom, and he is still obsessed with it. He's used it as like a sensory toy, just feeling the little dimples before he knew how to pop them through. He's used it as a teething toy. He really likes to chew on like the silicone part on here, and now he really enjoys popping the dimples through. This is great to take on the road, as obviously there's no pieces to lose. It's easy for them to hold onto, and it's bright, colorful, it keeps their interest. Next up is a toy from Melissa and Doug, and it's wooden play food. I think that this is a great age to start incorporating play food. Landon's been playing with play food at speech therapy for about a month now, and he's been loving it. But we had brought out the play food for him a couple months prior, and he couldn't care less about it. But now he's starting to get into that and realize what it's for, and starting to recognize different foods. And so I think this is the perfect age to start introducing play food. Okay, next up is something that Landon's already had. He got this actually at my baby shower, and it is a quiet book. This has different types of learning activities. So these are little Velcro shapes, and you can match them up. Telling time. These are buttons. So we practice putting the buckle together and taking it apart. And then these are snaps, tying a shoe, and then zipper. And then on the back is just some sensory. Next up is a busy board. And this is something I really recommend starting around this age. Landon has just started getting into like doing buckles, flipping light switches, pushing buttons, that kind of thing. So I think this is the perfect age to introduce a busy board. This is another great activity that you can have them in the car or on an airplane, or if you're at church or somewhere where they need to, you want to keep their activity contained, but something that will still entertain them. I highly recommend this. The next gift is definitely a splurge item, and it is a pickler triangle. What I like about the pickler triangle is it's such a simple toy that it's really, kids just make it their own. So you can make a fort out of it, you can tie things around it. It helps kids if they're just pulling to stand, or if they're an early walker, or they're cruising, they can cruise around it. And then once they get into the climbing stage, so I would then recommend supervising them so they're not falling off of it. There's so many different things that kids can do with them. They can decorate them, like I said, make a fort, so it grows with your child. My next toy that I recommend is a Melissa and Doug. It's a shape sorter, and it comes in like a little carrying case, and it's a cloth carrying case. So it'd be great for in the car. You might lose some of the shapes, but obviously they're just in the car. They're not gonna be lost forever. So this is a really great take along toy. You can just set it on your child's lap, and they can practice with the different shapes. Next up is another book, and this was a gift from my sister for Landon for his first birthday. It's called Press Here. And what's great about this book is it gets your kids very involved, and it gets you as the parent or the reader, whoever's reading it, very involved too. So Landon loves pressing. It's great for having kids to start following directions and their fine motor skills. And when I get really into the book, Landon giggles so hard, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's a long book, so sometimes I read the abridged version, aka I skip pages, but it's really, really fun. Okay. Next is another book, and this is a great gift if you want to have your child or whoever you're buying present for have like a first Christmas book. And this is a great book because it's a flap book. So it's a nativity flap book, and Landon's been really into this book recently, and it's got little flaps for them, and it's easy to read, not many words, and open. So this one's really, really fun. So just if you want to get a first Christmas nativity book, I would definitely recommend this one. Next up is a straw cup that I've had highly recommended by some friends. Landon takes a sippy cup right now, a straw sippy cup, but I want to try to start having him just have a regular straw cup. And I've heard that this is a really great first straw cup. Easy for them to hold, it's spill proof, and easy to clean. Next up is a gift from Landon's grandparents, and it is a car seat poncho. And I did get this from Amazon, and so we're kind of struggling with, we live in Illinois, so it is cold as balls here. It gets cold as balls here. And I was doing the coat shuffle for Landon every single time we were going somewhere. So I started researching alternatives, and I came across the car seat poncho. Oh my gosh, you guys, this thing is awesome. It covers them in the front, so it's like a blanket over their entire front. And if they want to, they can bring their arms around the outside of it. And then their little head goes in here, and it's got like a nice hood. And then what you do when they're in their car seat, you just lift it over the back of the car seat and like tuck it in. So it's like this when he's in the car seat. The back of the car seat's like this, his head's here, his body's in here, and then it comes like this. So it stays with him the entire time, from the start of the trip to the end of the trip. And I mean, it's just awesome and super convenient. Highly recommend this if you live in a cold state and don't want to finagle with a blanket or a coat or anything like that. Next gift is String a Farm, and it's by the company Alex Discover. And this is a toy that we used at speech therapy, and not only does it help him learn the animals, but it also helps with fine motor skills, as these are all little beads, and it comes with a string and a wood threading needle, so you can thread them onto the yarn. It does say recommended for children ages 3 to 5, so he'll have to be supervised. Is another type of play food toy. It comes with 5 different bins, and within each bin is different colored play food items. There's a purple bin, a yellow bin, an orange bin, a green bin, and a red bin. So this would be great. Not only can they play with the play food individually, it's also a great activity for them to learn colors and sorting. The next gift idea that I have is by Melissa and Doug. They're reusable water reveal coloring books, and I bought these for a friend's little boy for his first birthday, and I thought they were super, super cute. I've heard great things about them from other people as well. The next 2 things I'm going to be discussing are different books. The first book, it's a Touch, Think, Learn ABC book. It's a good sensory book. The letters are raised, which is really nice, and then the pictures are kind of divoted, so you can kind of run your finger in the page of whatever picture is shown next to the letter. The last book that I recommend, I have one physical copy with me, and then I have another different book on the Amazon wish list, but it kind of does the same thing. So this book, it's a Touch and Trace nursery rhyme book. So it has Itsy Bitsy Spider, sorry, I just ran downstairs to grab this. So it has Itsy Bitsy Spider, Teddy Bear, which I've never read, 6 little ducks, 2 little bluebirds, this little piggy. And what's cute about this is you can touch and trace, is what it's called. So they can trace their finger along the raindrops, and then trace in like the little whirly right here, swirly. So it's good for their fine motor skills. It's good sensory wise, so they can touch the little holes, touch the squiggles, and learning how to sing along also. So I thought this was a good like stocking stuffer book for Landon. And the one that I have on Amazon is pretty much the exact same thing. So it's called Wiggles. And it's got different different squiggles, different like little round shapes so they can like trace their finger and around like the wiggles and the squiggles and that kind of thing. So, and it says ages 1 to 3, so this would be perfect age. Another gift I highly recommend is just a simple set of blocks. I got a pack for Landon from a secondhand children's store, and I think that he's gonna love them. I'm gonna give those to him for Christmas. The last thing that I am going to recommend is something, I haven't bought this yet, but I am buying this for Landon. I should buy it soon because I keep needing it and I need to get my ish together. But anyways, it is a reusable squeezy pouch. So it's shaped like a water bottle, like a blue water bottle. I'll put a picture up here somewhere. But it pretty much is like a reusable squeezy. So I think this is a really great idea if you're someone who DIYs a lot of stuff, makes their own food from scratch. But wait, there's more. Yesterday I forgot to talk about a couple things, so I'm gonna go over those really quickly. So the first thing that I forgot to talk about, which I feel like is an awesome gift, this Melissa and Doug cleaning set. Landon got this for his first birthday, and it's been one of his favorite toys for the past 6 months. It comes with a mop, a broom, a dustpan, a squeegee, and a spray bottle, and then a duster. He's been super obsessed with this toy since his first birthday, so he's been playing with it consistently now for 6 months. He loves using the squeegee, he loves using the little spray bottle, sweeping, pretending to mop. So he uses not just one part of the toy, he uses the whole toy. So I would highly recommend that toy. And then the second thing that I forgot to talk about yesterday is a play kitchen. I did talk about play food a little bit. Yesterday there were several play food items that I suggested to be good for toddlers, but I think a play kitchen is also another great toy. This is the age where kids really start getting into imaginary play. One that I really liked, which we decided not to get this one as it came down to price, but I really like the IKEA play kitchen. I think that one's like $90 or so. There's like the Pottery Barn play kitchens that are a couple $100, and I mean those are gorgeous. So if you want to splurge on a play kitchen, that would be the one. But I mean, I think a play kitchen, your child isn't going to care if it's super fancy. Probably simple is always better for kids, as that helps them be more creative. Okay guys, that is all from me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video or found it helpful. I hope that it gave you some more ideas on what you could possibly give that special child in your life for this Christmas. If you liked any part of this video or found it helpful or interesting, would you please give it a thumbs up? I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos from me or follow along with more videos that I do, would you please subscribe? I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!